We have some breaking news to report to you right now. The second round of retaliatory strikes in response to the deadly attack by Iranian-backed militants that killed 3 American service members and injured dozens more. And joining me right now is NBC News global security reporter Dan DeLuce, as well as the White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez, who is at his position on the North Lawn right now. Dan, let's get to you right away if we can. Only a matter of days have passed since those 3 American service members were killed along the Jordanian-Syrian border. We saw U.S. strikes throughout Iraq and Syria, and now we're just learning about a separate specific strike targeting one of the commanders of one of the militant groups. What more do you know?
That's right. So a defense official is telling NBC News that the commander of one of those Iranian-backed militias, Kataib Hezbollah, has been killed in a military strike in Baghdad. So this is again part of this retaliatory campaign after the death of the killing of those 3 U.S. troops in Jordan at that small outpost, Tower 22. These strikes started on Friday, as you know, and this is the latest example of that. They've targeted what they say is a commander of one of these militias that have been attacking U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria now for months.
And so, Dan, just for clarity, for those who are joining us right now with this breaking news, again, we've now learned that a high-ranking militia commander with a group called Kataib Hezbollah has been killed. He was targeted as part of this strike in eastern Baghdad. Dan, for clarity, obviously the Hezbollah about which we're speaking here is not the same Hezbollah that operates in Lebanon, correct? This is a different Iranian-backed group here.
That's right. This group operates in Iraq. It is in a different kind of status than Hezbollah in Lebanon, obviously. But it is financed and armed and trained by Iran, and it has fired rockets and drones incessantly at American forces in Iraq and Syria now, especially since October, more than 160 of those attacks. And then one of those, in one case, a drone slipped through and targeted barracks where U.S. troops are staying there in an outpost in Jordan, and 3 U.S. troops were killed, dozens wounded. And President Biden, after that, of course, vowed to retaliate and push back against those attacks. And now we're seeing the latest example of that with the U.S. targeting the leader of that militia in Iraq that's been blamed for so many of these attacks on American forces.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.